immature woman's heart that evaluates men only by their appearance. So, unfortunately, I believe that's the theme here. Now, this could be a woman or this could be a man, because remember, we are doing a collective message. For some, when I do personal readings, there's times where I realize the man is showing up in a feminine energy and the woman is showing up in a masculine energy. And sometimes it's, the woman showing up in feminine, the man masculine. So don't interpret this as gender. Only apply it to yourself if you feel it applies to your situation, okay? This should be confirmation, not me telling you something you don't know. So whoever this story is about, it's somebody who does not want to be involved with someone they don't find attractive. Well, let me rephrase that. They may find them attractive, but they're superficial. They want somebody that they can show off. They want somebody that they can parade. They want somebody they can be in the spotlight with. They want people to envy their connection. So, for now, they're going to be holding back. They're going to be avoiding the connection. Even if they feel at home with this person, even if there's an intense connection, whoever it is that's being avoided will continuously feel taken for granted. They will feel like they're not being appreciated. The thing is, foolish is here, but this applies to both people for different reasons. The person that's running is foolish because obviously that's stupid to judge people off of their physical appearance. However, I just mentioned it. It's kind of dumb to try to shame someone for not wanting to be with someone they don't find attractive. Because ultimately, the other person is foolish too, and I'm gonna tell you why. If you're connected to someone that judges you only off of your superficial appearance, and you feel like you have a lot more to give, then they're doing you a favor by not choosing you. They're doing you a favor by overlooking you, because if you feel like you're a diamond in the rough, this person would not appreciate that. So it's better for them to show you that they're not attracted to you, that they're not into you, so that you can go align with someone who is focused on internal beauty. Because whoever it is that's feeling unappreciated, they're angry. They feel resentment. They get triggered because the other person doesn't want them. Why do you want approval from somebody who, in this case, this was a Gisaeng, right? A Gisaeng was basically a slave, but they were women of the night. And apparently they didn't always get punished for not wanting to sleep with a man. In this case, whoever it is that's in the superficial life, they've got addictions. They're slaves to different things. If a slave doesn't want you, what pleasure do you get off of forcing yourself on that person? What could you possibly want? How low is your self-esteem that you need somebody who's a slave to validate? This is like somebody who says, I'm going to give you a job. I'm going to pay you per hour, but every hour your job is to tell me how great I look, how important I am. Like, why would you ever take that person's word seriously? That just, I don't know, that seems extremely stupid. But this is why foolishness is here, because whoever it is that feels unvalued, unappreciated, they want commitment from the person that doesn't want them. And the person that doesn't want them is worried that, people will talk about them because they're with someone that's ugly, or they're with someone who's fat, or they're with someone who's poor. So they're indecisive. This is not your true love. There's somebody who is either focused on money, they're focused on appearances. That's what makes them happy. So they've come to some sort of conclusion. They don't want to give you their heart because you're not worth it to them. But they have a connection, so they'll come give you a friendship because they like having a connection with you. Look, both of you are refusing to budge. This is stupid. I'm sorry, this is stupid. I just don't understand this mentality. I don't. If someone tells you they don't want you, let them go. Bye. Vaya con Dios. Arrivederci. Bon voyage. Let them go. Why fight for someone who's clearly telling you, I would not be proud to be seen with you? That's basically what they're telling me. I would not be proud to be seen with you. I would not be proud to call you my own. And maybe I don't understand this because I have Venus in the 5th house. So, although it's in Scorpio, it's in the 5th house. And I cannot tolerate people who would not be proud to be with me. So this does not make sense. Like, as soon as somebody says they don't want you, let them go. Clarify engagement. Ace of Cups. 6 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. Well. What do we have here? 3 of Cups. See, check this out. What did it said? It said it was an ideal for the scholars and officials of the time of the Joseon period to win the heart of very famous Gisaengs and become lovers with her. So it became an objective. It gave them some sort of status among their little buddies to know that a beautiful prostitute wanted them, was in love with them. Not that they were ever going to marry her, keep in mind. She could only be their mistress. But apparently, whoever is feeling unappreciated and angry and resentful, you are also superficial. I'm going to call you out too. Because you're trying to win the love of somebody because it gives you some sort of status. It makes you feel better. You, with the 5 of Pentacles, have low self-esteem. So you want commitment from someone who's good looking, someone who's wealthy, someone who has status. Whatever it is, this person it is that you want. They've got something you want. So with the Ace of Cups, you want to win their heart. But not because you're in love. 6 of Wands, because you get something out of it too. So your anger, your pain at being rejected, it's not because of the rejection. It's because you think having this person makes you worthy. It finally shows somebody that you're worth something. You know, I was just scrolling through my timeline a little while ago, and I saw, I wouldn't say a close friend because I don't really know him well, but he made a status where he spent New Year's Eve with a lady. That's not his girlfriend. It's just like he found a date for that night. And he said something about, I guess I'm not worthless after all. And I was like, oh, wow. I sat there thinking, that's so sad that he has to have a date for him to not feel worthless. That's basically what's happening here. Whoever this is, you feel worthless. You feel like you have no value. So being attached to this person, if they're, attractive or they're sexy or they're famous, whatever it is that they are, they're superficial and you're mad at them because they're superficial, but so are you. So are you, lovely. So are you. Clarify the runner. 10 of Swords. Ace of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, 6 of Cups. With the 8 of Cups. You'll know if this applies to you. Because some of you, whenever I call both parties out, you're like, oh, that doesn't apply to me. You just want it to apply to you when there's good things. But unfortunately, you're dealing with someone who doesn't like to sugarcoat shit. So here we are. You'll know if this applies to you because whoever it is that's avoiding the connection, you want them to be sad. You want them in pain because they left you behind. You're like, that's right, that's right. You may go find other prettier girls or prettier men, but you'll never find me. You're still wanting them to validate your worth, your value. So I don't think you would realize how much you would lose your shit if that person one day stopped running and changed their perspective and became attached to someone. Because right now you're accusing them of, oh, they're just a runner. They don't want intimacy. They don't want love. No, they don't want your love. And if they do become attached to someone else, you'd probably lose your shit. 7 of Pentacles. Some of you have a very like you're avoiding connections with other people because you're waiting for this person. You're avoiding bonding with others, dating, because it has to be this person. You're making them larger than life. And they're a slave. They're a runaway slave. But that's who you gave your heart to. And you wanna force them to become addicted to you. Since they do have addictive tendencies, you want them addicted to you. You want them to not be able to pull away. So you want the body, the face, the dick, the pussy, the tits, the ass, whatever it is that you're attracted to, you want that, but you also want them to change. So you don't want them as they are. You want your own version of them. So again, that's... this is kind of twisted. Clarify paralyzed. Page of Cups. Clarify paralyzed. Ooh. Okay. Death reversed. Judgment reversed. The Knight of Cups. So some of you are sitting here like, oh, they're holding back, but they're holding back because they don't have much to give already. This is a page, and look at the spoon. It has holes in it. So they already don't have much to give. So my grandpa used to have a saying, saying in Spanish, it would go, poquito el amor y luego gastarlo en celos, which means so little love and yet to waste it on jealousy. This is somebody who will not allow themselves to fall in love. So they may have a little bit of a crush, but this is somebody who wants to come in, woo you, and then run out. They're not changing. They don't have very good judgment either. So yeah, maybe they'll pick people who aren't very good for them, but you clearly are also picking people who are not very good for you. So you're sitting here judging them. Why don't you start judging yourself? You're just as superficial as they are. Clarify home. 7 of Cups. 5 of Swords. Clarify home. King of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. With the World. Jealousy is... Now keep in mind, I am saying this, but I'm not saying I've never been jealous, okay? I am part of the collective. For all you know, this applies to me too. So keep that in mind when I say these things. But jealousy is a mental illness. Because jealousy is fear of something that can happen that hasn't even happened yet. So it's basically delusion. There's the possibility that this could happen. So if there is some sort of change, the person that ran, if there is some sort of change in their home, for some of you, I feel like there will be like this illusion that this person is now wanting to come be with you. And it'll be an even bigger ego hit when you realize this person still does not want to be with you. They still are looking elsewhere to commit. I think that there's only so much I can do to help you guys move forward, to help you prepare for what's coming. I don't know how you take it, but I have a feeling so many of you guys are focused on love when the world is shifting so dramatically. What someone looks like should be your last concern. I think right now what you need to be looking for is an apocalypse buddy. That's what you need to look for. You need to look for, if you're a man, you need to look for a woman that is healthy, is strong, helps you survive, like knows how to cook, may have nursing skills, or maybe they're a doctor. They know how to grow a garden. And if you, or maybe they know herbalism. If you don't know these things, women start learning them. And if you're a woman, look for a man that knows how to hunt, knows how to clean animals, knows how to store food. They're proud of the work they build with their hands. Because I'm telling you, the world is changing. This won't matter pretty soon. Clarified and valued. The Emperor. The Empress. Justice. With the Page of Swords. Well, that was a shift. So for some of you, this is a situation where you went into the connection because you were very deeply attracted to the person, but you're attracted to their physical self. You chose someone that you would have this, everybody would be like, if you're a guy, you chose a girl that was so hot, everybody would be like, oh my God, dude, how'd you get that girl? And if you're a girl, you chose a guy that was so hot, everybody was like, oh my God, how did you land that man? Thinking it would be, look at this, look, the cards should fit perfectly. See that? Her dress even comes over to his card. Thinking that this would be a perfect union. And now you're realizing this is not a perfect union. It's unequal. You're not appreciated. You're taken for granted. And now you're sitting here full of resentment. Possibly thinking of divorce. Feeling foolish. Because you may have committed to the wrong person. But ultimately, it's still a learning lesson. But don't go back to the person you left behind. Because if you chose this person over someone else, that means you didn't want the other person. That's just how it goes. Even in cases where there's cheating, they always say, go with the second person. Because if you're indecisive about two people, but you cheated on the person you're with, you don't want that person. Go with the second person. Go with the one you committed to. Yeah. Clarify angry. See, now I feel like I'm talking to the person that's superficial. The person that, I mean, I feel like both people are superficial here, possibly all three people. But at first I thought I was talking to the person that got left behind, and I feel like I was, but now it's shifted. Now I'm talking to the person that chose somebody based off their looks. Now they're angry. Clarify angry. We got 3 of Pentacles. Clarify angry. 2 of Pentacles. Clarify angry. Five of Cups, 2 of Cups. Oh boy. The Hermit. See, it's making a little bit more sense what this meant. I was like, why does this look like a siege? Whoever this King of Pentacles is, could be Virgo energy because it's the Hermit, but could be also Capricorn, Taurus. Doesn't have to be. Could be any other sign. Location change. Feeling of home. They might have even moved because they saw a future with this beautiful person, whether male or female. They had this fantasy. They might have acted in a way that was like, I have to show up as like, I'm your best choice. I'm your only choice. And they did. They did persuade someone to be with them. But their plan was, we're going to grow little by little. We're going to be in this great union. We're going to be so in love. And that is not what happened. They realized there was like a lot of getting triggered. They were invalidated. They were mistreated. So now they're full of anger, resentment, because they're realizing it was a fantasy. It wasn't what they wanted. But come on, guys. You reap what you sow, right? You didn't choose someone based off of their character. You chose someone based off of their looks. So it might have been intense, possibly very sexual connection, but now you're SOL. Clarify foolish. High Priestess, clarify foolish. The World reversed. 10 of Pentacles. Oof. 4 of Wands. With Temperance. So with Temperance here, there was this feeling of, we will make it work. We're just, I don't know how, but my intuition tells me we're meant to be together. We're meant to grow. Now with the World card reversed, which is Saturn, I don't think either people really knew what it took to be committed. They just thought, oh, well, you just get married and then there's stability and then you build a happily ever after. But somebody here with the 4 of Wands, they had to carry all the burden. In 4 of Wands, there's only one person in this picture. Now they're realizing they made a foolish choice. They were careless. They rushed into something. They didn't think things through. They weren't measured in how they approached things. They didn't get to know the other person well. Clarify twin flame. They might have even thought this was their twin flame. Oh, Lord. Clarify 8 of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. 5 of Wands, 6 of Swords. The 4 of Cups. Yeah, somebody here is very dissatisfied. Because at the 8 of Cups, they chose this connection that they thought was their twin flame. They thought it was this really intense soul connection. But you see all this fire? It was very sexual is what I feel. And they had to walk away from things that were really important to them for this connection. But they felt like this is worth it. This is the investment. All it did was set off chaos in their life. Now they're trying to straighten things out, but I feel like they're really depressed. We had the Five of Cups, now we got the Four of Cups. There's like this, like they feel very foolish. But they may also be addicted to this connection. Like they may not be able to pull away from it. Clarify spotlight. The Tower. Eight of Swords. Yeah, I don't think they can escape it. Because it's like two famous people came together. Two people came together that they wanted everybody to be like, oh, jealous of the connection. Again, they were more focused on the status, on the image. And with the Tower, now everybody knows. Everybody, if they put it out there that they, oh my God, it's the perfect this, it's the perfect that. Now they've got to maintain that image. They can't escape. So that's why they're sitting here feeling discouraged, because they want to free themselves and they can't. Wow. Clarify addiction. The Devil. Like I said, they can't free themselves. Ten of Wands. Clarify addiction. Seven of Swords reversed. The Queen of Wands. So whoever they're with, it doesn't matter male or female, whoever they're with, they've got addiction issues. They may be somebody addicted to sex, drinking, they have destructive behavior, they have really bad habits, and it's putting a strain on the connection because the other person has to pick up all the slack. But with the Seven of Swords, now they know the truth. But they may know the truth, but they don't want the world to know the truth. They are still very focused on their image. They're miserable, but they're still focused on everybody thinking that they're perfect. I mean, sounds like a very just punishment for that type of thinking. I mean, I would have, well, yeah, King and Queen of Wands. Yeah, both of them are just as superficial. So two superficial people came together. Now they're punishing each other because they kind of despise each other, but they're also addicted to the drama and the chaos. And they're punishing each other like, well, I'm not letting you go. Well, I'm not letting you go. Okay. So there's still like this possessive, how do I put this? They can't go public and say, oh, we are peacefully divorcing, because they don't want anyone else to be able to have this person, because their image is so, important to them. So this is the type of couple that they may eventually even live separately, or they live in the same house. They don't talk, they don't interact, they kind of hate each other, but they want to appear like they are the Emperor and the Empress, perfect couple, when they're not. But that's their just deserve. That's their justice. You reap what you sow. Be superficial, you get someone superficial. So I don't really know what lessons we can take from this, except don't be this way. Don't choose partners like this. And if you do, just prepare for what comes after, okay? So that's what I got for you. As usual, I look forward to feedback. I hope this gave you some clarity or guidance, and I look forward to your comments on it. Please make sure to react, comment, share if it's public, and if not, please do not share. And I will talk to you guys later.